welcome to my kitchen. Today's video, I'm going to make a pork soup. I don't follow recipes. When I started making soup, I went through a few recipes to get an idea of how a soup is made. And now I just throw in a bit of this, throw in a bit of that, and it turns out good. The idea of today's is that apart from this, which I bought at the store, a boneless pork roast, black pepper is store-bought. I am going to try and grow my own peppercorns though in the near future. And table salt, also I was planning on doing it this season, but looks like it's going to be next season now. I am going to be harvesting my own sea salt. And in the pot here, it's about a third full now. It's spring water. My well is a spring box. And once I get everything in there, if I need to add more water later, I will. So I'm going to chop up this roast. So now it's cut up into little bite-sized pieces. Now I'm going to just throw it in the pot. Might as well get up. That should be enough salt. You can always add more salt afterwards when it's almost done. It's a nice thing about salt. Stir that around a bit. These are two of the onions that I just harvested in that harvesting video. That was a lot of onion, but I really like onion. This is one of the garlic. From the harvesting video. It puts a really huge cloves. So I was thinking about putting 2 cloves in, but this is actually 2 cloves the whole head. And as I said, they're huge. So I'm just going to put the one in. Now, we'll go outside and get some herbs for this. I usually use that big bowl that I make the bread in for collecting herbs. I don't know where I placed it, so today I'm going to use this pot. This is green lemon thyme. Tarragon. And over here, this is garlic chives. With a bit of grass growing up among them. Oh, it's actually a couple bunches. I'm going to cut down this bunch right here. And while I'm here, I'm going to take this chamomile that's hanging out over and put it in that kettle that you might have seen on the stove there to make tea. In this bed, I have 3 bunches of basil. There, that's the basil. Over here is some parsley. And cut down the big tall stalk of Chinese celery. To get it to go on the pot right, I'll cut it in half. Like that. And this is oregano. I'll cut these long pieces back. So we've got chives, parsley, thyme, oregano, celery. Are there any more out there we're supposed to be getting? Not right now. So in here, I have my marjoram and rosemary. A lot of the plants are looking worse for wear, and I lost a couple while I was gone because their water reservoir wore out, dried out. So I'll just get some marjoram and rosemary for now. I had to cut down that vase, but that's another story. This is going to be a good herb garden during the winter. Now the pot was boiling and I have the burner turned down on low, and I'll let that simmer for a couple of hours. In the meantime, we're going to cut up these herbs and throw them in the pot. I forgot that. The one thing about these Chinese celery, the stems are hollow and they're not really that good for cutting up and putting in the pot. You can though if you want. I just take the smaller stems . Throw in there. Oregano, you just strip off the leaves. The basil I cut up though. The chamomile that I cut off out there. that ever smell licoricey. So you throw everything in and see what comes out the other side. This is a lot of spices I'm putting in here. Chives, you will always have some dead ones in it. It's just the way they are. That's going to be one spiced up soup. That in the compost. And while that's cooking, we're going to make sure we have all the vegetables. This is one of the largest turnips that you've seen in the harvesting video. And I think that's all I've harvested yet. We have to go outside and get some potatoes, carrot, and see what else we can get. Maybe a parsnip. Now the potato plants here are laying over, so I'm thinking that I might be able to pull up a plant and get some potatoes. See what's here. Alright, I suppose. I'm going to pull up the second plant. Oh, this one got sunburned a little. Hey, not much to that. Let's see if there's any more. No, that was all. Kind of ho-hum, but like I say, it's another month yet. The stalks are not dead. This is the bed where a lot of volunteer carrots grew. And I'm thinking I should be able to get some good carrots out of here. Not a good carrot, he's forked. See another one there with a big top. That's a nice carrot. Another small one. A nice one for now. He has time to grow, quite a bit of time. couple more. Okay, that'll be it for carrots. Let's see. I'm going to bring you in close for this one. Where should we take a parsnip from? Tops of them are a ways down there, you see. See, it doesn't look like it's any bigger. There he is. Maybe just take a couple. Just gonna take those two. I do like to try and add equal amounts of vegetables. I think I'll cut up the carrots first and see how many of them we have. Measure them out in the 1 cup measure. Four cups of carrots. I'm going to eat those 2 small ones raw, I think. Oh, and I might as well cut up these 2 parsnips. So now this is a reveal because I've never grown a turnip this large before. I've grown them fairly large though. Let's see what's inside. Looks perfect. Well, I got a little spot there, but it looks like something borrowed in. This is what a paring knife is for peeling things. Now, what do they taste like? Not bad at all. Exactly half of that turnip. Now it's 20 after 5. Oh, I'm going to put in these radishes with that. At about 10 to 6, I will put in the potatoes. This is my first time putting radishes in soup, but I'm sure that'll be okay. 5 cups of potato in there. So now it's time to put the potatoes in. The pot is getting fairly full. And I remembered where my bowl for mixing bread in was. It still has the green peas in it. Maybe I should shuck 4 cups of these, eh? Two cups of peas. The broth tastes good. Okay, the soup is done. Let's take up a bowl full. The broth is good. That's a piece of that turnip. Delicious. And this is a piece of radish. This will be a first for me. Good though. I give it an A. Or maybe an A+. Delicious. So I hope you found that interesting. That is pork soup. I bought the pork, and everything else in here I can produce myself. I don't raise meat. As far as meat goes, I am thinking this year about trying to hunt rabbits again. If I get rabbit this year, then I'll make rabbit stew. And I'll see you in the next video.